Isn't happening.
It really isn't. Perfectly played Paranoia is impossible.
It's actually against the rules, I think.
It probably is against the rules. You clearly, if you're playing too perfectly, clearly you're hiding some treason which hasn't been noted by internal security. Therefore, they have to watch you like a hawk.
Who's playing Noms, by the way?
That would be me.
All right.
Yes, the questioner is playing Noms-O, Marajin is playing Kill-O, and you are playing Bouncy R, because your character was on his last clone at the end of the last mission, and this is probably easier to do.
He went missing somewhere.
Went missing, indeed. So, let us begin then. It has been about a week since the last mission. The two of you have been enjoying your new orange clearance quarters.
Ah, they are glorious.
They are. Though the person you're sharing them with is a bit of a slob, in both cases.
We're not sharing
It's not
with
us.
each other, are we?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
No. You're in two different sectors, and the question is again doing his trick of being in a theoretical sector. Well, actually, that was Marajin who did that mostly.
It wouldn't surprise me, though, Shadow, for you to stick us in a room where the dorm room spanned over 2 sectors and there was just a line down the middle of the room.
Maybe one of these days, but for now it's okay for you to be separated. Meanwhile,
Hooray.
Bouncy R has just recently been promoted to clearance red for reasons beyond his comprehension and memory.
Hooray!
How are you feeling about this?
I'm happy.
You didn't sound overly happy.
It's hard to when I'm eating these new fantastic ready meals.
Overly likes ready meals. Has been noted on your profile. But anyway, yeah, you're lounging away doing whatever it is you do within your quarters when you're not at work, which is
Push-ups. Lots and lots of push-ups.
lots and lots of push-ups for the nods.
Manly push-ups.
I am sorting my drawer of assorted bits of wire.
Okay. Actually, I've just noticed one thing on your character sheet, questioner. Just going through this, you haven't added your credits from the last mission,
Oh.
so you only have 100 credits now.
Okay, fine. I
You spent it all on this new exercise gear while we were in between sessions.
I don't have this exercise gear on his character sheet either.
Oh, I got someone stolen it.
No, the fiend. Oh well. Meanwhile, then, during your rigorous exercises and your shouting out madly to anybody who will listen, which is probably nobody, you get a message on your PDC. In fact, all 3 of you do.
What does this
read
message
it.
say? Yeah.
Mission alert. This mission alert orders you to report to briefing room CRS-4533-Gamma immediately. Purpose of mission, classified. Nature of mission, classified. Estimated time required, classified, though if question has to leave early, it's even more classified. Briefing officer, classified. Revealing any information about this mission is highly treasonous.
Okay.
There's a little notification at the top. Do you understand the message? Yes? No?
Yes.
No,
Yes,
no.
I suppose I put yes.
I say no.
Your entry has been registered with internal security.
Can I still look at the message, or is it gone?
Message is gone.
All right.
All right then. I put the message away and I head out to what is it? 433 beta, whatever it is.
Well, clearly you don't know
Sure,
what
you
it
can head
is.
over there.
I told you I didn't understand it.
I'm fairly sure every single bit of information was classified, so I don't know where you're going, but never mind.
Okay. Well, outside your quarters are orange clearance corridors.
Huzzah. I start walking. I'm hold on. 1 second.
Okay, he's holding on for 1 second. What are the rest of you doing?
Do I have any idea where this briefing room is?
You were told where the briefing room was.
I told what number it was, wasn't told where it was, did I? Where it was.
You were given the briefing.
I start heading down the corridor directly or closest to my right.
Okay. You're walking down the corridor.
I'm sauntering down in a manly way. I'm strutting, really.
Walking like you're carrying 2 sacks of flour under your arms.
That's right. That's
A
right.
citizen walks past wearing 2 bags of flour. He walks on his way.
Walks past
I
two-
salute him. I salute him.
So a citizen walks past with prohibited foodstuffs, and you just salute him. Okay, that's fine.
Indeed.
He's walked around the corner. So, Marajin, actually, what's your character name? Kill-O, what are you doing?
I am dancing around happy because I've been assigned a new mission. Just
Okay.
twirling around the room going, whee!
Security cameras are pointed at you, and you hear a slight click of ammo being loaded.
Has it become illegal to be happy? Okay, I direct my pirouettes out of the door.
Okay, you are in an orange clearance corridor.
Well, an orange swirl, I should imagine, the way I'm spinning around, but,
Okay, you're in an orange blur.
hooray!
Which blur do you want to follow?
Left.
You have no idea which way that is, but you go there anyway.
Bounce off things until I find something.
That sounds like an appropriate action. So, Mr. Bouncy R, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna leave my sleeping quarters.
Okay, you are in a red clearance corridor. Oh.
I'm gonna walk. Which direction's gonna go?
Left or right for the moment?
Alright, I'm gonna go left then.
Okay. You're all walking along your respective corridors. Dear God, these are long corridors. They look the same as well. In fact, you're 98.3% sure you've just passed your room again. Except for Marajin, except for Kill-O, who's unsure what he's passing at any given moment anyway.
I'm going to turn around and go back the opposite direction.
Okay.
Sounds reasonable. I should do the same. Actually, no, I'll keep going.
Reasonable. I don't know about that.
And Mr. Whirlybird Kill-O?
I assume I just keep bouncing along because I really don't know which way I'm going, so I have no option to choose.
Okay. You bang your head into the wall and knock yourself out.
Hooray!
It's been far too long since we've had one of those.
It has. Months.
Okay. Noms-O,
Yes,
you
sir.
pass by an orange clearance citizen who's unconscious on the floor.
I report the orange clearance citizen for being lazy and not doing his duties, whatever they were.
Okay. Your notification has been made to friend computer. Thank you for your vigilance.
Indeed. And I carry on.
By the way, citizen, you are approximately 2 minutes late for your briefing.
Good to know. I shall get there presently.
You had better do, citizen.
Mm-hmm. I saunter faster.
You saunter into a dead end.
Damn. I turn around and go back the other way.
Okay. As you get back to the orange clearance citizen, he wakes up. Kill-O, you see an orange clearance citizen sauntering towards you.
Does he?
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Right. Good day, Circle Citizen. While clutching head.
How are you? Nice shiner there on your head from whatever combat you clearly were in. Manly pirouetting, I would assume.
You would assume that I was pirouetting by the fact that I was unconscious in a corridor.
had
That's some. You should have called yourself Sherlock.
Sheer luck, more like.
Yes, indeed. I keep going.
I follow him for lack of anything else to do.
Okay. The confusing nature of these identically straight corridors leads you to an intersection to a red clearance corridor.
Okay. I look both ways and then manly cross the red clearance corridor.
Okay. A red clearance citizen walks in front of you.
I push him out of the way. I push him to the floor. Get out of my way, Reddy.
Bouncy Arbev, you are pushed to the floor.
Excuse me.
I kick him as I walk past, following the other
You're
orange
then-
clearance citizen.
We
Because
do all know
he's-
each other, right?
Yeah.
You are then,
We don't
you are
have a
then
clue.
kicked.
Yeah, he's just a red clearance citizen that walked in front of orange clearance citizens, therefore he deserved to get shoved and kicked.
Indeed.
I grudgingly stand back up.
Friend computer now appears on the monitor. In monitor on the corridor. Ah, citizens, your team is assembled. Please state the nature of the mission.
The nature of the mission is classified.
Indeed, citizen. You are clearly attentive. You will be given 1 credit for your attention to detail. Continue on. Phew.
All right. I continue.
I'll
Sauntering
follow
manly.
them, because apparently they're my team.
And Vesper Union has begun.
Are we in an orange clearance corridor right now?
You're actually in a red clearance corridor.
Okay.
I thought it was an intersection. We were
It
crossing
was an intersection. If you're crossing into the orange clearance section, then, well, that's where you're going.
That's where Dylan just made her.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
That's what, I was following him. He was crossing the intersection to another orange clearance, so...
Okay. You're now in orange clearance
Excuse
area.
me. Excuse me. If we're supposed to be a team, then surely the mission objective must be down a red corridor.
I have no idea what you're talking about, citizen.
Are you
Frank, you just
questioning? Are you questioning a higher clearance citizen?
I'm giving him advice to help aid in completing the mission that Friend Computer has assigned us.
If your advice was so worthwhile, clearly you would be a higher clearance level.
Perhaps you should carry on down your red clearance corridor and you figure out what it is you need to do with your mission.
Fine, I'll walk down this red clearance corridor.
Okay.
And I'll show up at the mission objective and complete the mission without you.
I don't like your attitude.
I think we should fine him for poor attitude.
He seems unhappy. I don't know why that would be. So I'm reporting him.
You receive a notification that your report has been received. The friend computer thanks you for your diligence.
Oh, well, I'm gonna get up just going down the corridor then.
Okay, you walk down a completely separate corridor and the party is split again. Hooray!
Hey. You should have seen this coming with a shadow.
Oh, I was aware it was coming. Don't worry about that. Okay, so as you're walking down your respective corridors, you eventually arrive at another intersection. Guess what?
Plot hammering.
Yes! Hammer the plot! Only this intersection has a circle of yellow in the middle.
So is there
Red
no way
clearance-
to get around
No,
it?
there's a way to get around, but there is a yellow circle in the middle.
So it's a roundabout.
It is basically it's a big yellow circle in the middle of the corridor. There's enough corridor so that red clearance citizens can walk by and orange clearance citizens can walk around and get to the next part of the corridor. But yeah, it's a big circle of yellow.
Well, I tell you what, this time I'll push him over and you kick him.
I'm gonna move out the way.
Aw.
Well, you move out of the way, but it's not really going to do a lot to stop them if they're really intent on doing this.
As long as he's not in his way, we'll carry on. I reckon we should carry along the orange clearance.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I carry on.
Dylan, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna shuffle along the red clearance behind them.
Okay. You shuffle on that. You then notice the yellow circle seems to be expanding slightly. You're running out of red clearance corridor at a quite rapid rate.
I go to I'm going to am I still stuck behind these though?
No, you're not stuck behind. They've walked on and they're now in the orange clearance sector. But the yellow circle is now engulfing the rest of the red pathway.
Oh. Can I run over to where they were?
Okay.
Or is they walked onto an orange corridor?
No, okay. You said you were running over to where they are. They haven't quite noticed you yet, but you are now definitely standing in an orange corridor, and when you look back, the orange circle is expanding to catch up. There's no way of getting back to the red.
But damn it. So I think so unfair for the red clearance citizen.
Security cameras are now observing the area. I'm not sure whether they've noticed you or not.
Can I see any more redness to jump to?
No. The corridors and walls are all red. There's a bit of a ceiling which I suppose isn't red. Well, isn't orange, I mean.
Very well, I dig my spanner into the ceiling.
Too high. You can't reach it. However,
Alright.
in pulling the hammer out and jumping, Mr. Hold on. Mr. Noms-O, you hear a sound behind you.
What kind of sound?
Well, somebody in a lot of troubleshooter gear for, say, jumping on a metal corridor, metal flooring. There's a bit of a funk.
I shrug. And I shrug in a manly way. And continue.
Manly shrug. Okay. It appears that the two orange clearance citizens who barged you out of the way earlier have just walked on.
I'm gonna follow on behind them, keeping my distance.
Okay. Okay. You now arrive into another section of corridor, although this one is very odd. Basically, it appears to be almost a checkerboard style between orange and red.
Can I dive for one of the red squares?
Yes, although they notice you dive in front of them to do this.
Nice. Really, red clearance citizen. What is your malfunction? Why are you diving?
Maybe he's got faulty wiring.
Don't stick the knives in my head again. I'm gonna continue to follow this checkerboard plan.
Okay, it is checkerboard though, so you're gonna have to cross orange in order to get to the reds, aren't you?
Well, if I
Well, maybe you don't. Maybe you're allowed to. You don't know. Maybe you are. It just looks a bit awkward.
Can I step diagonally?
Well, if you're very diagonal, sure, I guess so. But that's a very, very thin line, and you're a quite large troubleshooter. I don't know. It depends what the rules are for this. I mean, you don't know, surely. All you know is you're not allowed to be seen in an orange clearance area.
Are we in front of the orange clearance citizens now? Can they get?
Well, you dived in front of them in order to get onto the checkerboard, so yes.
Well, I'm gonna have to take my chances then, because otherwise they're just gonna push me out of the way anyway. I just have to step diagonally.
Meanwhile, you two, what are you up to?
I'm watching this red clearance citizen in amazement, and I'm taking notes on my sketch pad.
Okay.
In my head, I'm thinking the probability of surviving this is absolutely 0.
Hooray!
I'm pulling on my rubber gloves.
With a citizen behind you menacingly putting on rubber gloves and another taking notes of every action you take, also seems to be drawing a bit of it for some bizarre reason. What are you up to, Dylan?
I'm crossing diagonally along this checkerboard pan.
Okay. You get to the 8th row and then notice you're at the edge of an orange clearance corridor in this checker area.
So I go out onto an orange clearance corridor again.
Yes.
I'm gonna stand here and wait. Is there no other ways out of this checkerboard area?
Well, it's back the way you came, and there's forward through the orange clearance corridor, but
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna stand over here then on this red square.
Okay.
That's fairly happy here.
A sign appears above you. A section of the wall falls apart and comes in. No loitering.
Well, I continue to step about on the red squares then.
Okay, that's fine. I'll approve of that. The other two of you might want to stop loitering, though.
Shrug and just continue down the orange clearance corridors then.
I saunter as well.
Yay, sauntering. Okay, they walk on in front of you.
Right, now they're in front of me, I'm gonna start sneaking up behind them again and follow them.
Okay. When going into a super stealthy, sneaky form, hopefully to try and sneak past them.
I don't try and sneak past them, I try and sneak
Well,
behind them.
Stay silent behind them, sure, sneaking, whatever. You trip and fall and cause any manner of calamitous noises. All the security cameras seem to be pointed at you now.
Well, I got no choice but progress onwards.
Okay. After a few moments, you come to the end of this, and it rejoins with a red clearance corridor. In fact, looking to the left of the red clearance corridor, you see a circle of yellow. The same circle of yellow you saw earlier, actually. You also see a door in front of you.
What colour's the door?
Red. It also says CRS sector entrance.
I'm still behind these guys though, so wait for them to act something.
I'll enter. I'll open the door and throw it open in a manly way.
I'll do the same thing.
Your manly opening of the door startles the two yellow clearance citizens who are guarding us on the other side. They point laser pistols at you. Upon seeing that you are just lowly orange clearance citizens, they immediately withdraw, reholster their guns. Checkpoints
Right.
through there. Move along.
I move along
I salute and move on.
briskly.
So I.
Upon seeing the red walk through, they put a hand to your face and hold you back. Your name, citizen?
Bouncy R.
Bouncy R, what kind of name is that?
Bouncy R. Well, Bouncy. Clearance red. Sector Bev. BEA. VEV.
You
One.
not... Was that a mistake? Hold on, that's not what you said. Why did you stumble on your name? Sounds like somebody's trying to get away with a false identity here.
It's not. You can check my ME card.
If that isn't fate too, I think we should take him in for questioning.
God damn me having pizza in my mouth.
What? Pizza? Well, that's the end of one clone. There's a pile of ash behind you, you notice. It starts wafting through. Illegal foodstuffs. Textbook termination. I'll get accommodation for that for sure. Move along, citizens.
We move along.
I salute and carry on towards the checkpoint.
Dylan, would you like to register your new mutant power?
Yes.
Yes, did you say? Okay, 2 minutes. Oh. Your new mutant power is surveillance intuition. You can sense the blind spots in any form of camera or security surveillance network.
Well, that could have been useful.
It could have been, yes. Also, though, it has the possibility of making you super aware of where every hidden camera is anywhere. And possibly lighting you up in the process. You now appear into a honeycomb section of corridors, all neatly arrayed in their little hexagonal boxes.
Are these checkered as well?
No, these aren't checkered. They're mostly red. There are a smattering of corridors of yellow and green clearance that go through it. But before you get to that, you see a burly robotic security guard who is checking papers.
What kind of papers?
Well, whatever papers they're handing to him at the moment. He just stamps them and they move on.
Clearly they are manly kinds of papers.
I don't know about that.
Either way, the three of you are now in a queue. Of the three of you.
Okay. So I wait in the queue.
Yes, you.
And
Well, whichever one of you three is at the head of it, he goes first. But
I'll
I
go first.
stamp my refer to committee stamp on my hand.
okay, you stamp refer to committee on your hand. Papers. Present authorization papers.
I present my ME card.
He stamps it. Move along.
I move along.
Next.
I move up and hand him my ME card.
Next.
I carry on.
I move up and hand in my ME card as well. Well,
Error. Refer to committee error. Error.
Should have seen that one coming down.
The bot's brain begins flailing about. It's actually fallen out of the robot. It's now flailing about in pain.
I had it to with my upper hand, actually.
Still, he went refer to committee error. The little bot brain is still flailing about on the floor.
Can I take a picture of it and refer it to being treasonous?
Well, try taking a picture of it with your PDC if you want.
Well, I'm just gonna saunter on through.
Okay, you saunter on through. What's with all this saundering?
I don't know, I think we're turning into the Reservoir Dogs or something.
You possibly are. Anyway, you've arrived in the Honeycomb section, which is C... actually, no, double check that. I said it was CRS sector. Okay. Hold on, 2 minutes. I've got to think about this a little. Okay, so you've now arrived in the sector. There's a few ways you can go through here, but there is an orange corridor and a red corridor.
Okay. Red clearance citizen, you go down your red corridor. Go now. Run.
I better take all his clearance. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so you start running down the red clearance corridor. What are you two going to do then?
I'm going to saunter down the orange corridor away from Dylan. Away
Okay.
from Bouncy R.
The sections of corridor have you neatly converging again. At an information terminal, as of all things. Both the corridors on from here are red.
Okay. Say, good job, Bouncy R.
Thank you, sir. I must say, your muscles are pretty impressive.
Muscles? What muscles? Muscles? I've manly cellulite. Is what I have.
Well, that then.
Citizen,
Yes, friend computer.
explain what you mean by cellulite.
Cellulite. The stuff on your body that is Actually, I was telling a joke to Bouncy R because I felt like he needed cheering up. He seemed down.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel happy.
Very well, citizens. Why are you 10 minutes late for your briefing?
It was all the Red Clearance citizen's fault.
Explain.
He kept diving in front of us when we were trying to walk down the hallways. We couldn't figure him out.
Is this true, citizen?
I immediately dived down the corridor so I could get to the objective quicker and speed along the mission.
So yes, he was diving in front of us. He just admitted it.
Yes, well, I was doing it for a good cause.
Sounds like an admission of guilt to me.
Very well, citizens. Your actions have been noted. Proceed immediately to your objective point. Further delays will not be tolerated.
Oh, hell, the computer.
Right away, friend
Oh,
computer.
hell, the computer.
Hail the computer.
Phew.
Okay. Guys, what the hell do we do? I ask in a manly way.
Yes, it sounded manly.
The orange clearance guys are clearly smarter than I am, so...
Is there anything around here besides the terminal?
There's an information terminal. Other than that, there's additional corridors which go on, as I say, Honeycomb style, and just sort of expanding outwards the further you go in.
Well, why don't we split up?
There are occasional doors, but they're mostly numbered with seemingly nonsense and random numbers.
Gotcha.
Like
I'm
every
gonna-
door in Alpha Complex.
Indeed. Not do you remember numbers of doors anyway.
What colors are the doors?
The ones around you are actually orange clearance.
I'm going to open a random orange clearance door. The closest one to me.
Okay. It appears to be a bathroom.
Nice. I use the bathroom.
Okay. How are you intending to use it?
I use it as a well, you know, the way that you use it.
Very well. Okay.
You're being very bashful, that question.
Well, that's fine. No, he's gone to the bathroom, leaving the two of you out in the corridor while he does this.
I didn't close the door, by the way.
No, I'd imagine you didn't.
Okay, that's significantly less bashful.
I'm going to the bathroom in a manly way.
Clearly.
And then when I'm done, I wash my hands and pull up my pants or zip up my jumpsuit.
The mirror
And-
in front of you turns into an image of friend computer.
Hello,
Citizen
friend computer.
Noms-O, you are delaying the mission. Explain why.
I've reached the objective point, friend computer.
This is not the objective point. Continue on your mission immediately. Further delays are will not be tolerated.
Understood.
Go now.
Oh, hell, the computer.
Oh,
Oh, hell, the computer.
2 hands.
Right. So I saunter out of the bathroom very quickly, and I head to the right.
Okay. You're heading down the right then.
Indeed.
Oh, your Paranoia comic's back.
I wanted... This is the last one we did, so people could see it.
Okay, give me 2 minutes. I just opened that up. Yay for the power.
Was that the one with the trumpet? I don't remember.
I think the box.
Paranoia the comic. It is a thing.
Yeah, I think the box with random there was a box with buttons on it, and we just pressed random buttons.
Right.
And ending with "There is no spear." And... Okay. So Noms-O has just run off down the corridor.
Dash after him.
Okay. So all three of you now running down the corridor.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, you come to another security checkpoint, and the green clearance guards are surprised that you're running towards it. Halt, citizens!
I halt.
Oh,
And where are you off to in such a hurry?
Classified mission for the computer.
Oh yeah? Where's your proof?
Proof? It's
commies.
classified.
You could be commies trying to do it. Don't take that toe with me, Orange. I'm much higher clearance than you.
You'd have to report me to the computer.
Don't think I won't for talking like way to a superior citizen. Ice cream. Yes, anyway. Now, who gave you your mission?
The computer, of
commies?
course.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. Got any proof it was from him?
Not for a classified mission.
Well then, I guess we're at an impasse, aren't we? I'm going to have to take you in for questioning.
Take me in for questioning, then.
Very well. In there.
I go in there.
Alright. He closes the door. And what were you two citizens after?
I'm trying to find what my mission is.
Okay.
I have a mission.
You desperately try and think of anything that might be on your person to prove that you have a mission. Meanwhile, the other two of you, the Green Clearance citizens just merely asked you what you want.
I imagine I'm behind the orange colored citizen, so.
Sure. But all three of you were running down the corridor like no one's business until you came to him.
Just passing through.
Oh, very well then. You may proceed. And what about you?
I'm also just passing through, sir.
A likely story. You heard that was successful for him, so you decided to take it up. Wow, what are you here for, really?
You must know I have a classified mission for the free computer.
Yeah, right, Muty.
I'm
going to believe you for that.
I called up friend computer on my PLC and they should prove that I have a mission.
And your PLC.
What's a PLC, citizen?
PDC.
You've got 3 seconds to convince me not to just blast you away like the Muty scum you are.
I use the PDC to call friend computer.
Welcome to the Friend Computer Friendly Helpline. If you're a registered mutant, please wait. Free. Two.
I throw a spanner at his face.
Attacking superior citizen.
And this disaster Dylan strikes again.
I'm sorry, there is nobody available to take your call. Friend Computer thanks you for your patience. Would you like to register your new mutant power? There you go. Meanwhile, Noms-O,
Yes, sir.
you're stuck in a box.
In a box, huh?
Well, it's really, it's a box-sized room, just barely big enough to hold you.
Okay.
You were pushed in here. There's no lights. There's not a lot of anything, actually. What are you up to?
I am. Am I able to? Am I able to like reach outside of it at all, or is it just sealed off?
No. It's really just a room. That's all. It's just a square room about as big as you.
Okay.
Green clearance is just push you in here. You hear commotions from outside, and then shooting.
Ooh. Okay. I listen more closely inside my box.
You hear a message, possibly from an automated machine for friend computer, and then a small explosion. That's it.
Okay. I'm going to, let's see. Hold on, I can think of something. Ooh. I'm going to, I need to type this too. Hold on.
Okay. Okay. I need to go back to Marajin for a bit on this one.
Okay.
Okay, so you've now walked straight on through. You're now lost within a honeycomb maze.
Okay.
You have no idea where your other companions have gone, and you're now running out of directions as there are increasingly yellow clearance corridors in front of you.
Okie dokie.
As you continue on, though, you are pushed to the ground. A massive, 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 massive gust of wind has followed you.
Massive gust of wind.
Yep. The force of a hurricane has just come through all of the corridors. Bits of citizen and random bits of wiring and flat panels are falling off everywhere. An ice cream truck has also somehow fallen through the whole lot of it.
Just go with it. Just go with it.
Yeah, I'm going with it. You hear that sound going on in the background anyway, and also an ice cream. Load of cold fun has just come out of one of the pipes. It eventually dies down. Well, the doors did come off. There's no sign of any green clearance citizens, but there's a lot of mess outside.
I want to. I'm sorry. Am I there?
No, you're there. This is what you see upon doing that action.
So the green clearance citizens are gone.
Yes, you don't know where they've gone off to though.
Okay.
It does look like a bit of a mess out there, almost like a bomb's gone off. You hear a faint sound of sirens in the distance.
Okay. I'm going to. Let's see. I'm going to. Are there any bodies around or anything like that, or?
A couple of unconscious red clearance citizens, but that's it.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to search one of the closest unconscious red clearance citizen for whatever I can find. Rifle his pockets.
Okay.
What's Lizzie looking for?
A random red clearance citizen that's got knocked out by the mysterious ice cream bearing tornado.
The tornado full of buffalo by any chance?
Buffalo.
No. What's a buffalo citizen? Not that you're around at the moment.
I can say what I like, I'm dead.
Not sure I get the point though. Why buffalo?
Indeed. Why buffalo? Why not buffalo?
It's Dylan. If you don't ask, you're going to get nasty surprises later.
This is very true. Okay.
Let's just say it's got something to do with wagons.
I'm going to report all the red clearance citizens for general uncleanliness and laziness.
Well, as you're berating them, a panel opens up in the ceiling, or rather, falls off, and the now revitalized corpse of Bouncy R is definitely not bouncy. He just falls flat onto the ground.
Ah.
Already?
I pick myself up.
All right. So now that's all sorted out, I shall continue.
Okay. You pass by the broken remains of an information terminal going, wow, wow. Eventually, you come up to your comrade Kill-O.
Hello.
Hello, fellow orange clearance citizen.
You made it then.
I did. They just needed to question me, but it's all good. It's all good. So, a mission then.
Yeah, it's about that.
We have a mission. Let's do it, whatever it is. Have you any idea what the mission is?
If anything, you guys should know more than I do.
Yes, like why you have a small pet bot in your pocket.
Huh?
Small pet bot? What?
I had a random bark in the background.
Oh. Not mine.
I didn't hear anything.
Random pet bot. It's off in the distance. Did you heard that explosion? Did you feel that that big gust of wind that came by just now? That was crazy.
What's wind?
No, unfortunately, I was a part
It's
of that.
air that moves really fast.
Must be shoddy wiring in the ventilation systems again.
Well, they certainly see a lot of wiring since all the damage has happened.
Clearly, it's the wiring. Okay.
I stare fixedly at the wires.
You get the impression something's staring back at you.
Must fix.
I'm going to. Do I get that impression that something is staring?
No, he was just staring at the wires.
Oh, okay.
So that's
I
his
see.
impression.
I'm going to continue down the hallway to my mission and my destiny, whatever
They'll
those.
joyfully skip behind him.
Eventually, you come to a slightly wind-damaged transport tubeway platform. There's a long transport already waiting there. The infrared and red clearance compartments are completely packed. There is a solitary green citizen in the front compartment, though, which is being taken care of by a waiter bot. Transport to subsector 4533 is leaving in approximately 30 seconds. Please stand clear of the doors.
Okay, so is there an orange section, or is it just red?
No, they're either red. There's red, black clearance. There's black clearance, and then there's green clearance for the first class citizens.
Okay. One moment.
Well, I try and shove my way into the red clearance area while dragging bits of assorted wire and trying to twist them together and repair them.
Okay. Bouncier?
What was
the question?
What was Noms-O doing?
I'm going to pull a few of the black clearance citizens out of their car and take their place.
Okay.
I'll follow you because I'm high clearance at that.
Sure, but there's not entirely infrared clearance citizens who are in there. There are a few reds as well. All sweaty and warm and on their way to work.
Well, I'll stick with the orange guy because I think he knows what he's doing, being high clearance than me.
Okay, so you've all managed to get onto the transport. Boom, boom, boom. We apologise for the delay to this service. This is due to classified reason. Please wait while internal security guards take control of the situation. Dum, dum, dum. Alright, everybody out. You can just about see through the crowd. A small group of yellow clearance guards have arrived.
I step out of the car.
Okay, yeah, step out.
Colonel DFG, come out with your hands up. No, they'll never take me alive. One of the infrared citizens clearly starts panicking and trying to jump out of windows. He is shot. Alright, everyone, those infrared clearance out of there now. They begin marching out, drone-like. There's now a significant amount of room. The yellow clearance citizens then start just putting their laser pistols in the noses of any red clearance citizens they see and start throwing them out.
I stamp referred committee on my nose.
I go ahead and take a seat that is now unoccupied and lean back in a manly way and just wait.
The chair breaks, but you sat on it.
Okay, but I still claim that it was manly.
Indeed. So. You want to get that rubbed off your face, citizen. Instead of throwing you out, he walks on. Eventually, you're the only three in this carriage of the transbots. There's a big mass of people out there.
I'm going to lick my hand and rub my nose to get rid of the stamp.
Okay, your hand is now covered in ink.
Right.
And also you now have a smudge on your face instead of refer to committee.
It's just a bit of blood from the last fight I had against a commie.
Yeah, like you fought commies. The other clearance citizen just then begins scanning the room. Right. He taps the door a couple of times and it closes. The transport moves on. You are now alone inside the entire carriage. You can see, pressed against the windows at the front and the back, the sardined faces of infrareds and red clearance citizens.
Oh, in the other cars around us? Okay. I wave and stick my tongue out at him. Bleh.
I stare and can't help but realize how slow this car is going.
Well, yeah, it's only going absurdly fast. I mean, you can't expect too much from this level of transport. Eventually, though, you have no sense of speed anymore because it goes into a very dark corridor. And all the lights go out.
Well, that should be fairly safe in the transport, so...
You get the sense of sense of movement slows to a stop.
I gotta stick my head out the sunroof. And
sunroof? In a
sunroof?
What kind of train have you been on, Dylan?
You're on a train?
And now we know how he causes disasters. It's by cutting sunroofs into trains.
Either way, there is none, which depresses you. You feel there should be.
Not that you know what a sun is.
Can I stick my head out the window then instead?
Well, you try, but they're very, very thin things up towards the top of the windows.
Can I stick my hand out of that then?
Yeah, sure.
Do I feel any movement? Any hair brushing against it?
Hair? What?
You feel no hair.
What do you expect is out there?
I wanted to see if I could feel any momentum.
There's no momentum. You seem to have, though, found a sort of gap, which your hand is now in. Just on the outside.
Alright, well, I'm going to take my hand back into the transport then.
Okay.
I was wanted to test if we actually had stopped.
Are we able to, is the...
I informed the other guys that we've stopped.
I think I can get that from the fact that we've stopped. I think that's fairly obvious. I'm going to do the doors open to the thing or
no? And they open. They have to be powered on and off.
Wait, they're powered on and off? What?
Yeah, they're powered doors.
Oh, so I can't open them at all.
Well, you can try, but that's how they normally open.
Okay.
Got big yellow buttons maybe you can press? Wait, no, it wouldn't be yellow. It would be red.
No, there would not be big yellow buttons in an infrared carriage, Dylan.
Well, there might be, just to taunt the infrareds.
There might be, but they're not. There's a couple of big black plain infrared buttons.
The entire carriage is infrared at the moment, though, surely. There's no lights.
Oh, but other than the carriage at the front, which is green. And has exactly one person in it. The lights flicker back on, and the transport continues moving.
All right.
This is when we're all going to crash.
Of course.
Boom, boom. Now approaching 4533 stroke gamma.
My ears perk up.
It stops at the station. Mind the gap.
I order the red cleared citizen out first.
I check below me to see if there's a gap.
There is a gap. It's 6 feet.
I'm gonna back into the train. Stick. I'm just gonna. Oh my God.
The doors will close in 30 seconds.
He's going to
gonna
commit
back
a
up.
piece of Dylan silliness is what he's going to do.
I'm just gonna back off as far as I can, run, and then dash out of the car. Oh wait, hang on a second.
So you're dashing out. Okay.
No, I'm going to. Well, no, I jump out. I just
Yes.
dash into the door and then jumping, and I'm gonna have to spend 10 perverse.
Oh, he wants to make this jump. Do you know what the odds are on this, Dylan?
Pretty darn poor. Look at my character.
Let's have a quick look at your character sheet, actually, before we make this roll. Yeah, I know what the odds are on this. Guess what?
I fall.
No, you don't just fall. You bash your head about 3 foot below the platform, and then fall.
Oh,
How far?
I'll let you know when you land. Meanwhile, the other two of you, what are you up to?
I gotta dig my spanner into the walls. I feel. Just have to just grab onto anything. Into the side, whatever's. Actually, it's pitch black.
Can I? Are we able to see at all? Or is it still just
Yeah, the lights are on. There's a warning about 20 seconds till doors closing.
Right. I'm going to instead of jumping, I'm going to climb out quickly and try and get on top of the car,
Okay.
and then try.
That's what I was going to do. I should have thought about this.
Okay. You begin climbing up the side of a transbot. It doesn't have very many footholds, but you're able to just about make it.
Okay. And when I get to the top, I'm gonna try and run and leap for the platform.
Okay. Mr. Kill-O, watching your companion do this, what are you up to?
Do I still have my assorted bits of wire that I yoinked?
If you're going to try and build a bridge out of assorted bits of wire, I'm going to say no.
No, I'm going to try and use it to lasso something on the platform.
It was either lassoing or it was building a bridge. Either way, no.
Oh.
I used up the luck of wires whenever I used the pulse on out of a hole.
Yeah, that was a bit of a stretch, but go on, think of something. You got 10 seconds of stretched time, I'll be honest, but 10 seconds nonetheless. One companion has fallen, one just climbed to the roof, and you've yet to see the results of that, and you're stuck there, by the door, with a load of buttons.
Is there a button that's labelled
Nope,
bridge?
there are 3 unmarked infrared buttons.
I'm going to press all 3.
He tried to open and close the door simultaneously.
Okay, the doors begin closing, but you see a platform rising.
I'd leap.
Okay, the platform rises. Unfortunately, the door closes just as you barely get through. However, it has caught the back of your jumpsuit.
Hooray!
You are stuck. Train departing in 10 seconds. Questioner, you failed miserably your leap and land face down onto the stretched now bit of section between the platform.
Okay. I get up and do I still? The car hasn't left yet, right?
No, but you also sense that the thing's starting to go down again.
Oh, okay. I scramble to the platform as quickly as I can. Scramble.
You just about make it. Oh, by the way, Splat.
There was nothing to grab onto then.
Well, there were plenty of things to grab onto, but none of them would have helped at that speed.
Wait, what?
I told him I said I'd say when he landed.
He's talking about Dylan. Dylan fell.
Yeah,
down.
I'm sorry.
That's what I said.
Alright.
I said I'd say when Dylan lands. So yeah, you're still stuck. Your jumpsuit's stuck in the door, and it's about to leave, and the platform is now dropping down. Kill-O, what have you got for me?
I'm somewhat confused, to be honest.
Okay.
It's behind me and I don't have anything to...
5 seconds.
Hey, I'm the timer here.
Actually...
If you were actually alive, I'd give you treason points for that.
You just brief moments I died to interrupt everything.
I activate my mutant power. Why not?
Okay. You go very, 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 very limp.
Alright.
Tuck and roll, man. Tuck and roll.
The transport begins moving.
He's just trying to soften the pain when he crashed into a wall or something.
Speaking of, there's a wall coming up to you at rapid speed.
That is the only reason I decided to activate my mutant power, yes.
Okay. Well, some of you makes it through along with the train.
Oh.
The rest is still there, and the stretching has begun. Eventually, you are catapulted at about 40 miles an hour the other way.
Hooray!
The snap. Unfortunately, this now puts you down a very, very, very long drop. Your only possible chance is landing on the corpse of the red clearance citizen who fell down there a few moments ago.
I'm rubbery. I shouldn't die from impact damage.
No, except that the strain of stretching and then bouncing has refirmed your bones.
Uh-oh. Wait.
So, anything else you want to try? You're falling in darkness.
Not really, no.
Splat.
Wasn't a great deal I could have done.
No, I do concede this. Would you like to register your mutant power, Kill-O-DED 4?
No.
Alright, I'll then roll up Dylan's power if I haven't done that already.
I haven't.
Okay. Oops, wrong book. We use this book for rolling up powers these days.
What's a special book? Ew.
Yes, it's the Shadow Hockey in 101 ways to just horrifically mutilate people.
Well, at least be marginal on level heading to the
Yes,
6 hours
exactly
it goes to
that.
planets.
Nope. Okay, your powers have been sent. Noms-O!
Yes, sir.
You're battered, bruised, but you have made it onto the platform.
I'm going to stand up and shake myself off and get the dust out of my jumpsuit and clean myself up a little bit, and then head forward towards whatchamacallit, the 4433 beta something or another.
Okay, there are 3 doors in front of you, but just before you choose which of the 3 doors you want, and there's only one right answer to that. The 2 other clones who fell down the hole reappear, somewhat dazed.
Okay. Are the door there's 3 doors. Are any of them different?
Yes, one is door CRS 4533 Alpha, one is CRS 4533 Beta, and one is CRS 4533 Gamma. All of them are red doors.
I go through the 4433 beta.
I go through the gamma door.
Interesting.
Okay.
I follow the orange clearance system because I don't trust the red clearance.
Fine. Don't trust the guy who actually listened to the mission briefing.
Clearly you didn't.
Okay. You open the door. Well, the orange clearance system, whichever one of you is leading, opens that door. you see a couple of violet clearance guards. You also see that the room in front of you is violet clearance.
Okay. It wasn't violet clearance on the outside, right?
You don't think so, but it's very difficult to be sure when they're looking that angry at you.
Okay. Well, I haven't gone in the room yet, correct?
No, but you've opened the door and disturbed them.
Okay.
Should have gone together.
I say Noms-O-R&D 2 reporting for...
Out!
Okay, I go out.
That blast narrowly missed you, but you get the hint.
Okay, so I leave.
In meanwhile, you've opened up the gamma door, haven't you, Dylan?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you. You see 4 heavily armed vulture troopers.
Vulture troopers.
Flanking somebody with their back to you who seems to be blue clearance. He's not armoured the same as them, but he also seems to have various mechanical components seemingly implanted into his skull, and also one of his legs. The other one's limping kind of uselessly. And as he turns around, one of his eyes and one of his hands are also gone and are replaced by very, very ancient-looking robotics. You are late.
I'm sorry, sir.
Sorry? Sorry?
It's as bad as good as I could do with these 2 bumbling buffoons slowing me down.
And do you think your excuses matter in the war against the communists? No! On your knees!
I go to my knees.
At least you can obey orders. Where are the other 2?
They should be right behind me. I turn around to look for them.
Well, I assume we're still outside.
Yes, you're still outside, having been chased out of the beta door. You coming in or not?
I'm coming in because he told me to. So.
And he's blue clearance.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for a moment then, but yes, he was blue clearance.
Yes.
I am Yuri B, and I am your briefing officer for this mission. This is a vitally important mission to Alpha Complex. As indeed they all are. He looks at his hand at this point. Well, enough reminiscing. Your mission is as follows. There's a commissary here in the CRS sector which has been identified as a meeting ground for dissidents and violent thugs, members of the, he spits, Def Leopard Society. Your mission is to go to the commissary and start a riot.
That should be easy for us.
The violent deviants will be unable to resist the thrill of a fight and will join in. Loyal citizens, by contrast, will either flee or follow the approved security protocols. I will have a security team stopping by, swoop in, and quell the riot immediately. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes,
Actually,
sir. Do we
yeah.
get to kill the commies? Or the mutants or the traitors?
Just start the riot and then stay low. We know you're on a mission. We'll have a man on the inside to identify you. Just don't interfere with the process of us solving the riot.
Can you give us the location of this commissary?
He beckons to a guy. He hands him his PDC and he presses a few buttons. Each of you have been sent a message, which is a map of the sector.
Thank you, sir.
You could have got this from any information point. I'm surprised you found here without it. You can see from the map that it's not too far away. It's really only 4 or 5 hexes away.
Alright.
Since when was hectares used as a distance? It's an area.
They're all honeycomb hexes, so... I said hexes.
You said hexes. I thought you said hectares. It's like...
Is there a problem with using hectares as measurements?
Measurement of area? No.
He clicks with his robotic hand. They put an oversized pen in there, and he makes a note.
It's like a big cartoon pen or something.
Yeah, I know the ones. It's the ones that kids used to always get from like souvenir shops and things.
Now,
All right.
I have some stacked. I have those crates there. He points to a stack of 3 crates. One for each of you. These are your troubleshooter assigned equipment and your disguises.
Oh, we get disguises? That's awesome.
He begins limping towards the trans tube car, which is just parked on the other side of it. The various Vulture Squadron troopers march after him. We're off to fight treason and corruption elsewhere. Good luck on your mission.
Good luck on where.
Do not fail. The luxurious blue transport car drives off.
All right. I claim the middle crate.
Okay, on claiming the middle crate, the top crate falls to the ground.
Damn it.
Which crate? Oh, we just grab a random crate.
They're all identical infrared storage crates.
I take the bottom one then, because that's the one that hasn't like fallen.
Okay.
Fine, I take the fallen one.
Okay. Noms-O-R&D. Your crate contains a grubby infrared jumpsuit.
Yummy.
And mandatory bonus duty equipment set, which contains a roll of kitchen paper with the FC logo on each sheet.
With the what
With an
logo?
with a picture of FC on the corner of each sheet.
FC.
Friend
Okay.
computer.
Yep. A miniature bucket and mop. Because miniature things are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The new and improved, it says, Skin Core Sampler version 2.71.
Wait, skin implosion? What?
Skin Core Sampler.
Were you not
Skin,
around?
skin
Yeah,
core
you.
sampler.
Oh, he wasn't around for that. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I remember these.
I don't think he remembers the skin core sampler. No.
And
Skin core
one
sampler Mark II?
version 2.71.
Okay, is that the version 1 model? How this one's different?
Indeed.
Wasn't
And
that yours,
also
though?
one hyper cleansings pill. There's a little notation on it, not to be ingested by yellow clearance citizens or above.
Okay.
So think you could do something that a yellow clearance citizen can't do.
Hooray. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Who was next with their crate, actually? That was Dylan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, you find a grubby infrared jumpsuit with a hole in it. You also can see a mandatory bonus duty equipment set, which contains a roll of kitchen paper with an FC logo in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
A miniature bucket and mop.
Yeah.
You see a Skin Core Sampler version 2.71.
Yeah.
And you also see a Cleanso pill, same as the one that I described to Questioner, with the same warning about yellow clearance and above.
Accessing this gear, I'm going to start formulating complex calculations about my probability of survival.
Okay, Marajin.
Your
You're opening
ball.
yours as well?
Mm-hmm.
You find a grubby infrared jumpsuit with 2 holes in it.
2 holes! Hooray!
That's more holes than me.
You also find your mandatory bonus duty equipment set, which contains a roll of kitchen paper with the FC logo in the bottom corner.
What's kitchen paper? I don't know what kitchen
You'll find out.
A miniature bucket and mop.
Was this one called a SWOR FC picture? Because in the bottom left corner, not the centre.
It's in the bottom corner of it, yeah. A Skin Core Sampler version 2.71. And a Cleanso pill, which does not have the warning about yellow clearance and above.
Interesting.
At the bottom of each, you find a small little label saying that you are the hygiene officer. You also find a small little notation in each of them, which is a phrase book. HBD and MC Psychological Stress and Deconstruction Analysis Ultraviolence Trigger Phrases. Guaranteed to start a riot in any situation of loyal citizens to the complex. These trigger phrases are hot enough for you. Number 2, I sure hate the computer. Number 3, how's business? Number 4, let's get ready to rumble! Number 5, what's happening, dude? And number 6, I deride your personal value system, for it is at odds with orthodoxy.
I gotta use that one.
You can have it.
Probably because I've written it wrong and repeat it wrong later.
I dread to think what you've written there, you done.
At this stage, Dylan, your PDC goes off.
Okay. I look at it. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do now?
You asking?
I'm asking the group, actually.
Okay, well, we sat there trying to calculate how likely I'm going to survive after this whole situation. Now seeing my entire gear before me.
Yeah, I don't know what the skin core sampler does, but it doesn't sound good.
I'll be willing to demonstrate it.
Ooh. Question: you get a message, but it's gone a bit weird. Let me know if that comes out okay, actually.
Alright, 1 second.
Yeah, you also receive a message on your PDC, and shortly afterwards, so does Kill-O.
I mean, the format's fine. I mean, I can understand it.
It's fine. It just seemed to come up a bit weird when I originally did it, but that seems fine. Okay, so you have a map, you have your duties, and you've all received mysterious messages on your PDCs for some reason. What are you going to do?
I am going to look at Bonesy R and say, what's happening, dude?
How's business?
I look down at the book about psychological study book again.
It has the same 6 trigger phrases. But it did emphasise that loyal citizens are the only ones who would riot from these. It was said it would start a riot in a room full of loyal citizens.
Indeed.
Clearly that means one of you must be a traitor.
I said it first and he didn't riot.
Neither did you, Lars.
Sorry, I'm just reading, trying to comprehend the message. So sorry if I'm quiet.
Okay, he's looking at his PDC, not listening to you two.
I rip a piece of kitchen paper.
Okay, you have a sheet.
Look how righteous I am.
Did you drop it, or are you just ripping it off and just...
No, I ripped it. I ripped it off and then ripped it.
He ripped up a piece of paper.
Okay, so you've littered
I threw it on the
complex
floor.
technology. Sorry?
Didn't throw it on the floor. I just ripped it up.
Okay, but there's still bits of that'll be flailing off. You've got small bits of tissue paper or whatever it is it's actually made out of, and now littering the floor.
When I go down, I pick it up and I put it inside my miniature bucket.
Okay, you have a bucket full of
Fluff.
Oh, that's brilliant then. No, that's fine.
He has a fluffy bucket, and he's not afraid to use it.
Ah, not the fluffy bucket.
Okay, so are we gonna head off towards the commissary?
I'm going to look at my map and see if I can understand the direction to the commissary.
The directions seem fairly obvious. I mean, actually, the map's reasonably well detailed. It's got all the colour clearance of the corridors that you're clear to know about, if not all of them. But it does have the most direct route seemingly lined out there, and you can't seem to fault it. True, there might be a small shortcut if you took the orange clearance bit, but other than that, it seems fine if you're red.
All right, I'm going to.
There are infrared corridors stretching the other way, which you assume are for the lower clearance citizens, but...
I'm going to.
While we're in private, should we not? Oh wait, no, it's way more good idea to do that. Never mind.
I was just going to change into my
Well, I
grubby
was to say we could
infrared
do that in
jumpsuit.
private, but surely we have to walk down red clearance corridors to get there.
That's why I was wondering.
So, yeah.
My next question would have been, can you get there as infrared? But he said there are infrared corridors.
Yes, but they're going from the other way.
Ah, I see. All right. Is there like in the commissary? Is there like a bathroom or a janitor's closet?
You
on the
would
map?
you would guess that there were probably toilet facilities, although they're not marked on this map.
Okay.
But you would guess there were probably some everywhere. I mean, they're fairly obviously labelled, apart from the one you went into earlier.
Right. It was there just in case. But all right, I'm going to. All right, let's head over there, and my plan is, I'll just let you guys know. My plan is to change while I'm there and kind of just casually walk around like I'm cleaning stuff and whisper trigger phrases into infrared citizens' ears until a suitable riot has started.
Sounds like a plan.
Yay!
All right, we can sweep from one side. Where we can eat sweep.
Yes, and don't.
Yeah. You just sweep.
Don't stop, red clearing citizen. Don't stop whispering trigger phrases until there's no one left to whisper to.
I whisper. Let's get ready to rumble in in Noms-O's ear.
I go, wah, wah, and I grab you by the collar and say, what are you doing? And then I say, wait till we're on the mission, dumbass, and toss him back.
I have a couple of thirsty points for that question.
You should have headbutted him in a manly way.
You should, if you'd have done manly way, I'd have given you 3. So we're off then, are we?
Yeah. Yes, I believe so. I think I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Oh, do we have? I'm sorry. Do we have laser pistols? Like, do we have the actual barrels, or are we just?
Actually, no.
No, we were never issued with barrels.
I didn't think so. Okay. Okay, it's fine.
We have to use other forms of weaponry.
There are no other forms of weaponry for a troubleshooter team that work anyway.
We could repurpose that skin
Except for
for
your
something.
sword, Shadow.
Besides which, you're trying to cause a riot. You're not trying to kill anybody at this stage.
No, but shooting guns into the air is always good riot stuff. But yeah, that's okay. It's fine. It's all good.
Okay, so are you taking the orange clearance shortcut?
No, we'll take the red clearance way so that Dylan can follow.
Okay.
I follow.
Alright, you arrive at the sort of at a half red, half infrared hex around a large hexagonal structure. You can see, you actually see a group of green clearance goons lurking during the entrance part of the corridor. You in fact see Yuri B there as well. Robotic arm. Apparently he's checking monitors on his PDC and a few other devices they've got set up.
I wave at them cheerfully.
I don't. I keep my head down and just walk.
You see, all the green clearance goons are equipped for full-scale commie warfare. There's about 6 of them, actually, including Yuri himself.
Okay, I casually stride by in a manly way.
Yuri B puts the robotic hand in front of you.
Okay.
Disguise is on, citizen. You don't want to be recognized for what you are.
Okay.
You trying to destroy this mission already?
All right. I'll say I will put my disguise on right away, sir. Manly.
Don't make me regret picking you for this mission.
I wouldn't dream of it. Okay, so
The others of you too.
So I change right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you all in your grubby infrared outfits?
Yes.
I make sure I'm standing on the infrared corridor, then change.
Yep. Well observed, Dylan. Of course, now you're impersonating an infrared citizen, but there's nothing technically illegal about that. Not unless you can find a way to use it treasonously. Of course, they are grubby suits. I did mention that to you. Oh.
Yep.
Are they pretty awful? Like
They're pretty grubby. I mean, 2 of them have holes in them.
All right. I mean, I am an orange clearance citizen, even if I'm wearing a infrared jumpsuit, right?
Yes.
So technically, I'm not. I don't need to worry about like.
By the way, my equipment I'd been assigned, was that red as well, or was that blue? No, was that black?
Well, most of the equipment is just black artifacts or things for the hygiene officer to wear, so yeah.
Alright.
Well, once I'm dressed, I am going to swallow my cleanser pill.
Oh, no.
I could look at him.
Okay, the world goes blank.
Hooray. Hey, I had the one with no warning about yellow clearance citizens eating it.
Yes, you do. You notice that
Clearance citizen.
that Kill-O-DED, because obviously he's not orange clearance right at this moment, so just Kill-O-DED, is now foaming at the mouth, and the ears, and the nostrils, with white soap bubbles. He's also bubbling from the eyes, and the top of his head looks, well, greasy actually. He falls over.
I use my mop to clean him up. My tiny mop.
You don't have any water currently, but you just mop him over.
But he has soap bubbles, right? I can use
Yeah, you can use the soap bubbles. Well, he certainly looks cleaner than he started.
Okay, with that complete, I'm gonna go head into the commissary, and try and look like I'm cleaning things.
Okay. Bouncy Bev. Citizen. Oh, don't tell me he took a pill as well.
Dylan.
No, he got disconnected.
Oh.
Oh.
I hadn't noticed that. Darn him for his disconnecting ways. Darn him.
He's clearly treasonous.
Clearly. Kilo.
Mm-hmm.
You start coughing up soap.
Yay.
You then see that a dockbot is somehow hovered behind you. And is hoovering up soap.
So, what way did you guys defile my body when I was away?
Well, that would be telling. There is a dockbot in attendance. Various flailing scissors and needles are flying around as it mysteriously seems to be working on fixing Kill-O-DED. It's also got a Hoover suction thing into his mouth and is currently hoovering up soap. It also seems to be performing unnecessary surgery on your nose and ears. And has apparently withdrawn quite a large sample of blood. It then flails off randomly, then attacking another red clearance citizen down the hall.
Nice.
You're alive, but barely.
Yeah.
Also, your ear has been mangled and you can't hear out of it, and your nose doesn't appear to exist anymore.
Oh God.
I am now properly disguised.
You're also bleeding. You're also bleeding profusely out of the out of your right shoulder, through a single small hole, which doesn't appear to stop.
I'm gonna put one of my towels over that.
Good work.
And my roll of kitchen powers.
I mean, sure, it's now got a bit of a red stain on there, but yeah, that's fine. If you're orange clearance. So, the green clearance goons have just observed all of that and are waiting for you to actually go in. They're still monitoring the situation.
I've gone in. I'm in there.
Okay, so you've gone in.
Yeah.
I'm going in as well.
Okay.
I did do what I could with all my medical knowledge
Kill-O-DED?
to save Marajin.
I assume I stagger in.
Sure. He whispers to each you. Don't forget to act like you're infrareds.
Okay.
So
So
be difficult with the blood loss.
I walk around with I shamble around and I keep my mouth wide open at all
Just
times.
wear a blank expression on my face.
It's manly though. It's very manly looking.
I'm sure it is.
Yes.
As you get into the entrance corridor, you notice there's a small little there's a small checkpoint there as well. A robot is currently scanning any citizens for any signs of. Well, there's a sign saying no concealed weapons, explosives, bioweapons, commie propaganda, illegal drugs, legal drugs, illegal items, and also they're scanning the ME cards to make sure you can pay at the end.
Okay. Is there any other citizens around?
They just processed the infrared clearance citizen in front of you. So whoever went in first is next in queue.
This is to get in, you're saying?
Yeah. This is just the pre-check before you can get into the food area.
Oh, sure. Okay. I'll go first. I present my ME card.
Okay. He ignores it initially and begins just going scanning every part of you around. Warning! Illegal item detected. Empty pockets.
Okay. I I turn to the person behind me and go, "Hot enough for you?"
The person behind you, of course, is Bouncy Bev. But how do you react?
I start freaking out.
All citizens are instructed to remain calm while queuing. Failure to remain calm is treasonous. Please empty your pockets of illegal items.
I don't have any illegal items, do I? None of my items are illegal.
Is Marajin behind me?
Yeah, he's just shambled up behind you.
I'm gonna put my cleanso pill on him.
Okay. The cleanso pill is now balanced on his shoulder. You said put it on him. What are you...
Oh, that's exactly what I intended.
Okay. Fine. So yes, he's asked you to turn out your pockets.
Okay, I'll turn out my pockets. Why not?
Okay. About halfway through your removal of all your basic red clearance items and your ME card and everything else, you suddenly remember something you picked up a short while ago.
Yeah.
Your actions, sir.
Which item is this that I'm
you've just brought your hand to. I'll actually mention it in message because it's probably going to be safer this way.
Yeah.
We see him pull it out though.
Depends what he does with it.
Oh. Right. What to do with that? One moment. I'm going to. I'm gonna hand it to him and say, "Careful with this. This
Okay.
is important."
You see him hand a glowing green spherical object to the robot.
I take a picture of it on my PDC.
Illegal item found. Beginning rescan. He throws it behind him. You hear a smashing.
No. No. Damn it.
Seemingly nothing else happens from that. You couldn't see what was smashed, but something smashed. You are clear to enter. Present ME card.
Okay, I present my ME card.
ME card is void.
Oh.
You now notice that you was actually stamped void earlier.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see. Be like, okay, I step out of line then.
Next.
I go up.
Beginning scan of illegal items. Illegal item found. Empty pockets.
I thought emptying my pockets.
System error. Reboot. Beginning scan. All clear. Please present ME card.
Add in my ME card.
Refer to committee error. Refer to committee error.
It's not on the card.
Approved. You may enter.
I enter.
Next.
I toddle up.
The pill falling off his shoulder, yes.
No, it's still perfectly balanced for now. Until I seem it's amusing enough to fall off. Beginning scan. Sorry. I must have your text file in a bit. Oh, that's fine. Sorry. The way it came up, so it had something down as treasonous, which very definitely wasn't. It was just because I had your text file in an odd format, or word wrap doing things odd. But it's fine. You are approved for entry. Please scan ME card.
I scan my ME card.
This card is void.
I didn't get my card stamped.
Permission denied. You receive a message on your PDC.
Okay, I answer.
The message is from Yuri B. Why haven't you entered yet?
I say my ME card is void. I'm gonna have to find another way in.
This is the only way in. Stop messing about and get in.
Okay. Do you have any spare ME cards?
Well, you'd have to apply to Friend Computer and explain why your previous one was refused.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then.
Good day, Cycle citizens. How may I help? Citizen, you appear to be wearing incorrect uniform. Please explain.
It's for a secret classified mission, Friend Computer.
You are orange clearance. Failure to show that in your clothing is treason. This will be noted on your personal record.
Very well.
The same applies to you, Mr. Kill-O.
Would it be possible to get my ME card reinstated so that I could enter the commissary?
Please explain why you need a new ME card.
It was voided by some robot earlier.
Please state the name and identification of this robot.
It's currently inactive. It was exploded.
Why was Alpha Complex property damaged and you did not inform me?
Clearly, I'm treasonous, Friend Computer.
Clearly, this is the case.
Clearly.
Citizen Kill-O.
Good luck, buddy.
Is there anything else you require?
No, thank you, Friend Computer.
Thank you. Have a good day, Cycle.
You too.
Would you like to register your deviant power?
No.
Oh, I don't know. We haven't even really started the mission yet.
Has been issued with a new orange jumpsuit now.
Well, no, he hasn't lost it. It's actually he was just shot in his infrared. It's a bit odd with this system, I know, but That's an interesting one.
So he's got another hole in his infrared disguise.
Well, no, he's now got more holes in his infrared disguise than you two. Because obviously it's still usable for the purpose.
Oh, jeez.
You spawn in behind Kill-O-DED, rather, because he's not Kill-O at the moment, in the queue.
Alrighty. Does my ME card still say void on it?
No, you were issued a new one.
Huzzah. Alright, now I'll go in.
Please scan ME card.
I scan my ME card.
This ME card was voided, but approved.
Hooray! I assume I can enter now?
Beginning scan. Please scan. Present ME card for scanning.
I just did. Okay.
Error 4162. Approved.
Okay. Can I go in now?
Beginning scan.
Oh, never mind.
Please present ME card.
I present my ME card.
Approved.
Okay. So I go in.
Okay, you go in.
Yeah, I'd said that 3 times now.
Next.
I approach again.
Next.
Okay, I carry on through then.
A red clearance citizen behind you also gets the same message. Next. Please present ME card. You hear the noises in the distance of the scanning robot. So all 3 of you are now in the cafeteria area.
Hooray!
Commissary.
Commissary, indeed. So I can now give the commissary description. Ah, dear. Basically, there are at least a dozen franchises lined up in food stations around the outside, with various seating arrangements in the middle. Other than differences in advertising, where they can be to be as garish as possible and wildly different, there are confusing special offers. Yummy Noms-O-R&D is offering double extra standard size container of fun sticks and a plus size bouncy bubble beverage, while Loyalty Time gives a triple standard size container of fun sticks, a normal can of B3 that's 0.02% smaller than Yummy Yums.
Excellent.
Basically, there are about 8 or so franchises here. There's Yummy Yums, Soy-like, Cafe of Service, Chuddles, and Loyalty Time. Opposite are Soylent Red Fun Stand, All Kinds of Fun, Captain Nutrients, and Shave That Scrape.
Shave That's Grape? What?
Shave That Scrape.
Okay.
Yep.
How many people are milling about?
Centre of the vast room is packed with unfortunate citizens trying to choke down their meals. Most of these citizens are just infrared citizens walking around. There's a few. There are arrays and images of Funwall matches. It's actually the match between CRS and CRV sectors going on in the background, with official announcements blaring out in the distance from various corners and things. You notice above, actually, there are lots of sort of leaking pipes, which are massively linked in various interesting ways to the back of the food stands. There are a few interesting tables. There's a large table with 3 red clearance citizens who are seemingly moving around a big plate of food around in interesting manners and arguing. There's a registered mutant, another red clearance registered mutant sitting on his own, prodding his food and looking generally quite depressed. There's a green clearance citizen sitting at another table. You can see he's green clearance from the clothes underneath, but he's wearing a red jumpsuit over the top for some reason.
Aha.
You also see a load of orange clearance citizens sitting with a infrared clearance citizen who appears to be struggling to pick up a spork. The orange clearance citizens are looking at him as if he almost half terrified of him in a couple of ways, almost awaiting him to do something. Other than that, there's plenty of milling infrared citizens trying to find tables. There are various queues, which obviously the queue hopping from clearance colours going to each of the food areas.
All right.
I'm going to shuffle up to the registered mutant and ask him how's business.
He twitches slightly. Like you want to know.
What's happening, dude?
What?
I point to his food and say, hot enough for you?
Yes, my food is fine. Will you leave me alone, please?
Can I go up
Go
behind
away,
the
you
guy?
infrared nonsense. Go!
I stare straight into his eyes and say, I deride your personal value system, for it is at odds with orthodoxy.
No, you shut up!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Leave me alone!
Can I walk behind the guy and then stamp on his back? Refer to committed repair.
Why are you bullying me, you stupid infrareds? Go on! I'm fighting a lot of you! There was you sort of got a weird sensation, almost a minor electric shock.
Who did?
The two of you, actually.
I'm going
You
to
see him
raise...
seething in almost rage-like sensation at the moment. You almost get the impression of little lightning bolts sort of flickering over his eyes every now and then.
I raise my voice and say, what's that you said? Did you just say I sure hate the computer?
You hate the... He fires lightning at you. This shorts out most of the lighting in the nearby area, causing the monitors to suddenly flicker on and off. This then causes one of the other red clearances to go, hey, what's going on here? Shut up! There's then punching and shouting, and you have successfully caused a riot.
Can I run over to
A green clearance citizen jumps onto the table and then begins rolling out of the way. The red jumpsuit seemingly ignored.
Can I go during the chaos? Can I go to one of the microphones that these stands have?
Sure. However, most of them are full of people now scrambling to get food.
Oh.
Food, but you can still go. You can sure try and push your way through if you want.
Well, I thought there might be some that would have been abandoned because of all the rioting, but okay. Never mind that.
Well, no, there were lots of people at the food vets trying to get their food before the riot began. Meanwhile, the wretched mutant begins firing bolts of lightning seemingly at random around himself, unable to stop seemingly at this stage.
I'm just going to try and crawl under the table.
Okay, you crawl under a table. What are the other two of you doing? Other than trying...
One moment.
Yep.
The lights are kind of flickering on and off, right?
Yeah, they're flickering on and off as well.
Okay.
The Funball match has sort of stopped broadcasting, which is causing even more panic over there. But especially as you hear from the shouts, "No! We were just about to score!"
Can I put my rubber gloves on again while I'm under the table?
Yep. Hold on. Oh, well, that's fine. Sorry. I didn't register you had that. Okay, fine. Okay. While you've now put your rubber gloves on, a small hard object lands on the table. Possibly a civilian, you don't know. But it then rolls off the side. It's a small circular... Well, it's a grenade.
I'm going to...
I'm going to run for one of the stands.
I'm going to dash out from under the table and grab the lightning firing mutant, because I'm wearing my rubber gloves,
Sure.
and try and slam him into a wall.
Okay. So, all right, Dylan, you've now reached the counter. The Rather dazed, Red Clearance Citizen. May I take your order?
Can I see the microphone in range?
No, the microphone is for official use only. May I take your order?
This is an emergency.
Would you like fries for that emergency?
Yes, I would.
And she basically hands a plate of things to you. At this stage, though, somebody to your left punches you really hard. You are knocked to the ground. Meanwhile, then, you've managed to slam the registered mutant into the wall as an explosion goes off, scattering tables and things everywhere. Green clearance goons begin marching in. Alright, stop this now! They begin firing random warning shots and beginning generally calming everything down. Like shooting at things and making everybody panic even more!
I'm gonna climb over the counter.
Okay, you've climbed over the counter. Unfortunately, one of the random laser shots hits one of the pipes above you. You are sprayed with cold fun! Enough force to throw you halfway across the room. This puddle of cold fun also trips up the questioner.
No!
I drop to the floor and put my hands behind my head.
Hold on.
The monitors flick back into life. A crushing loss for the CRS sector. No! This causes even more panic. There are people now running around in random directions. They're running into each other. One of them's tripped over you as you kneel down. More people are being shot. Something else is leaking from the pipes now, possibly curry.
Curry and cold fun. It sounds perfect.
Yes, except when they mix, they cause a small flame to emerge briefly.
Are you cruel for another counter?
You see one red clearance citizen has ripped the head off of one of the orange clearance citizens. And he's now trying to crack his skull open.
Well, he's distracted. Can I reach the microphone?
You've reached the microphone. Also, other thing to notice is that three who were arguing about food later are now trying to arrange their whatever design according to where the cold fun is now hit.
I can shout. Oh, go on.
Yeah, you've reached the microphone.
I can shout into the microphone. Let's get ready to rock.
3 for thirsty points, Dylan. That has the desired effect. Everybody is brawling.
Except for us.
Well, people are trying to brawl with you.
I go up and smack that red clearance citizen who was trying to crack open the orange clearance citizen's head.
As you see that, a small central monitor descends down and then gets covered in cold fun. But in between the spurts of cold fun, you see friend computer's face appear. The riot continues.
Yeah, let's wait for that. I want to I want to use that skin core sampler on the closest citizen that isn't one of the troubleshooters.
Okay, you put a skin core sampler on one of the infrareds and he tries to punch you. He fails. Please select depth in millimeters.
Let's try 5 millimeters.
Ow! He punches you, knocking you to the ground.
All right.
More laser fire begins bouncing off of walls everywhere. Another sample required.
Another. Okay. I'm gonna go after the closest red clearance citizen and do 10 millimeters.
Okay. Stick that on him. He returns by clubbing you over the table with a food tray.
Nice.
This knocks you unconscious.
Oh.
But your last dying things are unclean. After a while, there is a loud boom in the centre. Apparently, all the cold fun that fell into the grenade hole that was made from the thing earlier has now interacted with another pipe of mysterious fluid, which is now poured directly onto it. The resulting explosion is much bigger than the grenade.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't see you when you did that. I do apologise.
What happened?
No,
Damn you, Dylan. Damn you. Bedlam. Shenanigans.
Again? Oh. Well, basically, you shouted. Everybody got ready for Rumble. You got 3 perversity points. Then, Cold Fun interacting with other pipes, which are now being broken, and yeah, bedlam. Then there was the very loud explosion, deafens you completely. You all fall unconscious.
Well, this'll be an interesting few rounds. What do you do? I stay unconscious.
Yes, what do you do?
Nothing.
I lie there and contemplate my navel in a manly way.
You wake up to a cybernetic eye glaring at you.
Mm-hmm.
You technically completed your mission. But it's not over yet.
Then it's not completed.
Yes. You, by the bare narrowest of margins, skirted my orders. If I had my way... He crushes a small object between his 2 robotic fingers. You didn't see what it was.
All right.
But anyway, a new opportunity has been presented to us. The Troubleshooters are to report to Myron B. RDS. He's a bureaucrat within PLC, and he's in charge of the inquiry as to the damages to the CDR section cafeteria. We suspect he's involved in a conspiracy to defraud CPU credit allocations to this sector. You are ordered to report to the inquiry and give evidence, making yourselves out to be heroic defenders of PLC property.
Sounds good.
You'll have to sell yourselves as bold, creative... I can barely stand this. Heroes of the complex.
As he says that, I stand a bit taller and push my chest out a little bit, put my hands on my hips and like, yes.
We have terminated a load of other candidates we'd have to try and infiltrate his network, but you'll have to do. Prove yourself valuable and he'll recruit you and you'll be the perfect double agents.
For the glory of the computer.
Indeed. So, go forth, find proof of his wrongdoing, and report back to us. But don't let him suspect what you're up to.
Gotcha. All right. Do we have any special equipment for this mission?
You've already got your equipment.
I want more.
It's a bit battle damaged, but you've still got it all.
Have I still got my disguise on?
Yes, you will have your disguise on.
Can we remove it now? I'll ask him.
Yes, remove it.
Alright, I'd remove my disguise.
Yeah, I guess we can go back to our normal...
He points to another transport tubeway platform. Transport will be here in 2 minutes. He walks off. Do not fail.
All right.
He gets into another transport. He's apparently taken another injury and has since gained another robotic limb. His other limb now.
Is there anything else in this room, by the way?
Not particularly. It's just the 3 chairs that he had you sitting on.
Okay.
You can see you're in the same area you were in originally.
Oh, I see. Okay. Then I guess I'll change into my orange jumpsuit and head out to the platform. Post haste.
Okay.
Likewise.
Can I look at my map to see if there's any new directions?
No, it's the same map as previously, and you don't know where this transport's going to lead you to. A transport with a single infrared carriage pulls up, though there's nobody on this one. The door's open, and the platform rises up so you can walk onto it.
I'm going to walk across the platform before it goes up again.
Yay! We don't have to jump or anything.
Well, you could jump if you wanted to, I mean...
We don't have to. Yay! All right.
For the glory of the computer, jump!
We shall stride forward.
You make the jump easily. You can't see how anybody would fail this 6-foot jump.
All right.
Certainly not twice.
So we're headed towards what's his bucket?
Yes, what's his bucket is probably a good name for him, actually.
Yeah.
What's his bucket? I like it.
The transport zooms along.
Okay.
I stick my hand out the window.
Again, the lights go out, and it seems to be slowing down.
All right.
I stand up and attempt to transport surf.
So you're standing in the... Hold on, you're inside the thing, Dylan.
Yes.
You're going to go outside of it.
No.
On to top
I'm
of
going
it,
to stand in the middle of the carriage.
Okay.
See.
Okay, I
Right.
see. So you have you basically put both arms out.
Yes.
Okay.
For no apparent reason.
A load of PDC messages begin going off.
I sit back in my seat and check them.
Yep, you're partially illuminated by the faint glow of your PDCs. There you go. But you each receive some messages.
We each do.
Well, yes, we assume there's lots of PDCs going off, and you've all checked them.
I assumed that they're all telling me to stop train surfing, but okay.
Maybe they are.
I checked the message.
As far as anybody else is concerned, maybe they are.
What's it say there?
I haven't got to yours yet.
Oh, okay. They're all individual.
Well, I can't give you all the secret missions of all of you. I mean...
I didn't realize that was happening.
All right. Got it.
Righto.
Do you receive any word on our last mission?
Not yet. Some of you succeeded brilliantly well. The transport picks up speed again. And then stops. Mind the gap.
Is there the standard 3 buttons there again?
There's a standard 3 buttons there. The door's open, revealing a 2-inch gap.
All right. I jump as hard and far as I can.
Oh, this would be a great time for me to roll a 20 for you.
I know. Do it.
I didn't, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Go 20, you failed. You trip over the gap.
No. All right, so what's on the platform?
A single door. PLC Official Inquiry Office.
Alrighty. I stride forward and knock this time.
I stride behind him.
You're striding now. You've gone backwards in your movement between areas. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm no longer sauntering. I'm striding.
Indeed.
I was skipping on.
I might mosey at some
A
point.
green clearance clone who you actually recognise as the green clearance clone who was very poorly disguised in the cafeteria opens the door. He just looks and checks the 3 of you. Yeah, you're expected. Come on in.
Okay.
I follow him.
You see the hustle and bustle of a load of PLC people passing paperwork back and forth. You see in front of you on sort of raised platforms an overweight citizen and who's the other one? And another overweight woman, both blue clearance citizens, arguing with each other and pointing at various vid screen monitors. You actually can just about make out their scenes of the cafeteria.
Okay.
Above them, seemingly bemused by anything and half asleep, is a violet clearance citizen, who's just basically overseeing the inquiry from above.
Wow. Okay.
Good to see the names of any of these people.
Well, they seem to be arguing quite loudly. You do recognise the description you were given earlier as Myron B as the overweight blue clearance citizen on the left. You can see sort of on his sort of monitors, he's got PLC written above that. Above the blue clearance lady, you've got HPD and MC, and right at the top, you've got in big violet letters CPU. Who's overseeing this?
Okay. So, does the green clearance guy tell us to go anywhere, or is he just?
No, he just points you on. I'll point
Okay.
you here for briefing.
Okay.
And
So,
I'm telling you, this is not a PLC issue. If you would have got those citizens in order, they wouldn't have rioted this much. Oh, poppycock, that was clearly your thing going wrong. See that pipe? That leak caused that accident. That was clearly your fault. That was not done by the laser fire due to your citizens. Oh.
Wait, are those multiple people? Just they all have the
Yes,
same voice?
that's two. Yeah, whatever. Shut up. That's Sandra arguing with Myron, but yes.
Alright.
Myron notices you. Yeah, eyewitnesses have arrived. Now, I want your report on what happened here. With a special notice, he looks at the other person, about the 128 plastic lunch trays that got damaged, floor tiles number 548 to 611, table 5, which I notice is no longer there, the life-size model of Captain Nutrients, last seen of a service counter of the same name, and we also want to know what happened to the 12,000 gallons of Omnisource Flavor 4. So, your account on what happened.
Well, you see, we were reporting for our mission. You see, and it was highly imperative that we seek out traitors, and we found one immediately. It was a registered mutant who decided to just start shooting lightning bolts at everyone. We did our best to stop him. But he was just a bit too much for us.
He seems to be visually switching off at this point.
I continue then. So once the
What do you mean? We did stop him. We
I'll
Well,
take
we
your
destroyed
account later, citizens. Just this person's for now.
Yes, we had just managed to subdue him when the green clearance citizens came in. After that, it was hard to know exactly what happened, but we were able to.
So
save
you
the
don't
lives
know
of-
exactly what happened. You're worthless to me. Next,
Okay.
you, the red one.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Well, it started off similar to his, the lightning firing red.
He switches
clearance
off at the word
citizen.
similar to his.
But what we did, we grabbed that lightning shooting citizen, we shoved him against the wall, and then we beat him down and beat him down.
So
again for the good
you
of
are
the
responsible
complex.
for all the damage to the sector. Is that what you're saying, citizen?
No,
I can blame all of the damage on you?
no, the red
Then
clearance citizen
explain
was to blame.
what
That's what I beat him
happened.
down for.
You are the red clearance citizen.
I mean, the red clearance was shooting lightning.
You were shooting lightning? You're not registered as a lightning shooter.
It was a registered mutant of a red clearance citizen.
Useless to me. You!
Yes, sir.
Let me make this absolutely clear. I want to know what happened and who is responsible for the damages to my equipment. Go. What happened to the equipment and why was it damaged? Explain. Go.
Well, it was a hotbed of Def Leopard supporters, and they smashed it all in a rage.
He begins looking at the monitors. I don't see any Def Leopard supporters. They're normally good at graffitiing everything rather than absolute damage. When did you
they've
see
been
them?
using a new invisible ink.
He glares at you slightly. Do you have any proof of this?
Well, when I said these phrases from this phrase book, and I hold up the psychological test book, it says that loyal citizens would riot, and some people didn't. They hid.
He quickly clicks to a retainer to grab him a copy of that book. So it was their fault, and this proves it. You're finished. Thank you, citizen.
Citizen Kill-O-DED.
Yes, quite. Now, if you can explain exactly what happened to table 5.
Which table was that, sir?
Table 5. He points to the one in the middle. Though it didn't have anybody sitting on it, but you were dived under it at one stage.
Ah, yes, that's one, sir.
And who was responsible?
Well, I believe one of the traitorous citizens threw a grenade at it, sir.
He'd been zooming through footage. No, I can't see where that happened. Sure. Darn it, can't prove that. But fine. Did you at least see who he looked like?
Pardon?
Did you see what he looked like, man?
No, sir. I was currently dealing with the mutant.
Competent. Alright, what the hell happened to the gallons of Omnisauce? 12,000 gallons of it. Gone.
It interacted with cold phlegm that was spewing from pipes.
And why was it spewing from the pipes?
Presumably because the red clearance citizen over there, I find it bubbly, was messing around near them.
I was nowhere near the pipes at that time.
Yes, you were. They exploded over your head.
See, not an equipment fault. Personnel caused that issue. Again, more power to me, it seems. And what the hell happened to the Captain Nutrient's life-size model?
I honestly don't know. I don't even remember you describing that one. I have no idea.
Well, very well. You may go. I may call you for a debriefing later.
Thank you, sir.
He waves you all off. They begin arguing again. The green clearance citizen then walks up behind you. If you'll follow me.
I do so.
He actually refers to all of you, but...
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You went first.
I went first, yeah.
Yep. He points you all through the door.
Okay.
Which order are you walking in on?
I'll go second, I suppose.
Okay.
Alright, I got last then.
Nancy B, you feel a hard hit to the back of the head. You fall unconscious.
I remain unconscious.
There's a secondary hit to Noms-O. He falls unconscious.
Why you gotta be?
There's a third hit. And you're all now unconscious again.
Hooray.
And that seems like a good enough midpoint if you want to end that there.
Yeah, I assume question has to go shortly.
Yeah, I do.
Alright.